Everybody look at this. We're in Carolina, Puerto Rico. San Juan there, Carolina here. And I'm with Taj and Sincere, and they've bought this amazing property that they're going to turn into a bed and breakfast. They're going to tell us the story of how they got it. We'll walk through the property, maybe walk around the neighborhood. Let's take a trip. Taj, you want to tell us how you came to find this? And it's kind of a unique story and how long it took you to actually be able to purchase it.
Yes, it's definitely quite a story. This started about 4 years ago, 4 plus years ago. Essentially, I came across this property on Clasificados, typically where you find the properties. I reached out to the agent. He told me it was on the contract, but he told me he wasn't sure if it was going to go through. Essentially, he said to connect back with him, check and see. I didn't think much of it because, typically in the U.S., if it's in contract,
Yeah.
it's more than likely it's sold. It's a done
In a
deal.
couple of weeks.
Yeah,
If we hear that it's
exactly.
under contract in Dallas, Texas, right? It's
Yeah,
like, that's done.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, little did I know, I actually just placed reminders on my phone to just check in with him and didn't realize that my reminders were set like every month. I reached out to him, I think about a few weeks to a month-ish after. He told me, oh, it's out of contract. So I'm like, oh, he asked if I'm interested. I'm like, yes, sure, of course I am interested. Super excited. Went and told my husband. We kind of came to Puerto Rico, took a look at it, got excited, got into contract. And then here when we're thinking we wrapped up in what, 30 days?
Yeah. And you were paying cash?
Essentially, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
I
paying
think we were
cash.
going to be wrapped up in about 30 days. And essentially, that was not the story. What, a year, 2 years after, I had to continuously, essentially, like, send him a text, call him, and be like, hey, what's attorney still? There's still documentation.
It was a probate?
It
Is that
wasn't a pro. It's like an inheritance.
inheritance?
Yeah, inheritance
Okay.
type situation.
Yep.
And that was kind of like foreign to me. Just again, I'm basing off of everything in the U.S., not thinking
Yeah.
any complexity to it. I'm like, okay, you have
How
your
many
price.
how many heirs did they
Pay.
have that they had to come to the closing?
It was quite a bit.
It
It
was.
was more than five for
More
sure.
than 5
Yes,
people had
because
to
there was
sign.
more than five at the closing table.
Yeah.
So, just was persistent in just texting him, calling him every month. The reminder popped up while I'm at work. Hey, call Puerto Rico Realtor. Kept doing that for the last year and a half. And then finally he reached out to me before my reminder came in a particular month. And he was like, hey, guess what? I think we're kind of wrapping up the paperwork. I'm like, seriously? I was like, are you like kidding me? Like, and then I was like, wow, I didn't realize it's been so long. I'm like, wow, it's been almost 2 years, it's like a year and a half ish now. He's like, yeah, in another couple of weeks. I mean, turned out to be another 2 months after that, yeah. And then eventually we finally got in contract and then got the paperwork all together and we were able to finally close. When did we close? May? March was it? I can't even keep the date straight now.
March or April. I know it's March or April. One of those
Yeah.
Of last year or
the year before.
the year before? So
Yeah.
you're coming up on 2 years
Just
since
about,
you bought it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much it. And then it's been a roller coaster since. I'm like, okay,
And you guys have been doing most of the work
most of the
yourself.
work, yeah.
You've added a couple bathrooms. And
Yeah.
you were telling me out here you're going to add a
an
suite?
addition.
Or-
Correct, yep. Yes. So we're looking to potentially convert, do a tourism play, bed and breakfast concept. Offer something unique. I know there's most of the hospitality plays that are around here are pretty much a short term. I feel like adding a bed and breakfast concept, something unique. I mean, we host people all the time in US here and we love it. So certainly that's something up our alley and something we would enjoy. And we just want to create a whole cultural experience with a hint of, what should I say? A hint of, yeah.
There's just a hint of lux.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different here in Puerto Rico, so we want to add a little bit of lux, but still keep the cultural vibe going around
Yeah.
in terms of Puerto Rico. So
Were you
that's what
saying
we're
you're
doing.
going to do like a little mini golf or something? And-
Yeah, so I want to do like a little mini golf in the yard and different seating areas and even
Encourage that outdoor living pretty much.
yeah, and
It's
even
beautiful weather all
a
year
red
round.
phone booth.
A red phone booth
A red
for
phone
some
booth.
selfies?
Yeah,
Exactly.
some
Yeah.
selfies. Yeah, so anyways.
And I play with that nostalgic aspect of it.
We don't want to take away from the total cultural aspect of it and make the house too modern. We want it kind of like contemporary with a hint of tradition. So you're not just coming and seeing a sterile place.
Yeah.
We want you to immerse yourself into the culture somewhat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what we do. I want to piggyback a little bit on her stuff because we started looking at a house on this street. We didn't get that house, and so we piggybacked on this house
You were first looking at one down the street that
down the
was with the
street.
show.
This show, yeah, three houses down.
Yeah.
And
We got outbid, right?
yeah, we got outbid,
Yeah, we
and
did.
that was
Do you know who
gone-
bought that one? Have you
We
spoken
have
with them?
no idea, and it was gone like literally in hours.
Yeah.
Within
Really?
Yeah,
hours.
review it, and
Yeah.
they were like, we didn't
It's
understand much about the street and
Cool.
the value in terms of the street. So we came to take a look at it, and essentially saw it, liked it, saw opportunity to do some changes with it, and then the realtor was like, hey, we need to put an offer in. I'm like, just need time to think, and it's like okay, whatever. We put an offer in, and it was pretty much accent or just
Yeah.
close to accent price, and within hours he said no, they've already accepted now. It's an offer.
Higher
I'm like,
offer.
what? And then that's when we looked on the street like something's going on around here, and then we started walking like, oh, the beach, like
Yeah, so
okay.
even though we're standing in the garden and
Yeah,
you can't see it here,
exactly.
the beach is only a block that way,
Yeah.
a block and a
The
half
whole
that way.
strip, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
now I get it. And then we kind of came across this one, and that kind of went back to where the story began. That's why I was like, okay, I'm definitely going to continue reaching out to that realtor because there's some value there.
Do
Absolutely.
you stay in touch with that realtor?
I
Are
do.
you asking them to help
Yeah.
you find other stuff?
Yes, I definitely do.
It's a very wise thing to do.
Yeah.
You found
that
someone
yeah.
that stayed with you for 2 years and finally got it done, which
Yeah.
is amazing.
I know.
So before we walk that way, the front door used to be right here. You go through the garage, you take a left, and you enter the house.
Okay.
Now it's 2 bathrooms.
And this was a porch.
That was a
correct.
porch, yeah.
That was a
So you
porch.
closed this in, made
Close
it 2
in,
bathrooms.
Make it 2 bathrooms.
Nice.
We like to look at the best way to add value to a property. So we
No,
thought
no
multi-
question about it. If
Yeah.
you add a couple bathrooms, your value goes up, the
Absolutely.
functionality goes up, and obviously as a bed and breakfast, everybody wants to have
Yeah.
like one bathroom per one room, hopefully.
Yeah.
Here, like we said, we're looking to do a mini goal right here. Continue the expansion here. We will add the suite.
We'd add a
Yep.
suite right here. to
Will this be
attach to
the
this
big a
bathroom.
bigger suite than
Yeah, bigger suite.
this will be the premium
The
suite.
premium suite, and the bathroom is right here.
Okay. You have chickens?
Yes,
Yeah, we do.
We're all in.
They're all over. So anyone who wants eggs, I know eggs is scarce right now. You can come and just collect eggs.
Oh yeah, those eggs are worth like $1,000 a piece.
So right here we're gonna make bigger. We want to put a bigger, wider gate,
Yep.
and probably it's gonna be like a big glass door,
Okay.
so that you can walk in. And here is gonna be all vegetation. You can see all of the
Yep.
the bed is there already.
Herbs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We have access to the street so you can walk to the beach easy, or
Yeah,
will you?
so we do have access. We're planning to do because we have. It's not just this property. It's over there also.
You have another property?
Yeah.
Two properties.
It's 2. So they had like a we call it the guest suite.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
so it's like a guest house on the other
The
side.
next
Yeah.
the orange one.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So.
So-
yeah.
Which way do we want to go?
Essentially, we made this inside.
So we made this the front door.
The front door.
So the only door that was here was for the kitchen. So we're gonna close that up. As you see, we started doing that already. So we're gonna close it up and take that door out,
Yep.
and we can enter.
Are you going to save floors, or you're going to?
We're hoping to save the floors because we like the Calcutta warm effect.
Yeah.
And we're gonna keep in here kind of people say boho, but I say Bali, just this area. So we're gonna put a nice picture wall right here, and we're hoping to
photo
get
wall on the
some
inside.
glass hanging chairs.
Glass what?
Hanging chairs.
Oh, hanging chairs.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
a photo wall on the inside. You know,
Yeah.
people always like to take photos, something cute and pretty.
Yeah.
Yep.
And put.
Walk over here.
So we can let's head to the kitchen first. The kitchen is we're making it into a gallery kitchen. So we have here
There's nothing here.
there
Everything was all
everything
ceramic
was
wood.
yeah it was. the
Oh, so you've
old
already
wood.
got a nice kitchen put in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we put in this kitchen. We're setting up the lights and everything. That's why we have these.
Is this
bars.
IKEA?
No, it's not.
I'm trying to remember. the brand.
Oh, this is a wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice kitchen. So.
We do a lot of PVC, but I like the wood better. I
Yeah.
think it lasts longer, it looks better, and lasts longer.
And
but-
everything is soft close. It's pure soft close. Everything is soft close. The doors.
Yep.
Yeah. So. This is a little pantry, so everything is just like soft close. Like we like the whole soft close thing. So right here we're gonna make the gallery. We're gonna put the dishwasher, the stove,
Okay.
everything right here. But we're moving the plumbing around and moving the electrical around.
And you're doing that yourself?
The plumbing,
piece is
not
not
us, but the some of the electrical, the minor electrical, we're doing that. The building of certain things, we're doing that.
You guys are blessed to be handy.
We love it.
Yeah. Look at all the paint colors,
Oh,
all the
yeah.
paint swaps.
Now, who chooses that? You guys do it
We
together?
both- yeah, we
Yeah.
both do it together.
Nice.
Yeah.
My wife gets complete carte blanche. Like,
Oh, really?
she's like, "What color?" And I'll try to guess. But whatever I say, she's gonna choose the opposite. So sometimes I'll speed it up by just saying, "I like that one," and she'll say, "Okay, we'll go with this one."
So yeah, so we're back in the living room, dining section. With the living room, the dining section, we had it right here.
Uh-huh.
And we like where it's at. We're gonna put a chandelier and whatever, but we're thinking of getting a circular table because we want everyone to just feel like this feel to office like. I want you to feel like we are all in it together.
And so even if you don't know each other when you show up, you come and you can sit
Exactly.
down and have breakfast together.
Create more unity
Yeah.
as well
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
extend the outdoor living outside also.
Yeah, I like it.
So
I'll
we
follow
continue
you.
to-
So we got a lot of junk because we turn like the rooms.
So this is, you can probably go this way.
So I'm not sure if you can pass through here.
Go ahead, I'll follow.
You're trying to work and still get furniture at the same time because we
Yeah.
also do.
So we're working, but we're still putting our stuff. So this is a bunch of PVC that we have to make the next
The
side
kitchen
of the
cabinets,
kitchen
yeah.
cabinets.
Okay.
Yeah. And
This
we're
is the
just-
bathroom that
So
we
this is
added,
the bathroom.
One of them. This will be the one for the suite. So the door's gonna be right here, and essentially the bathroom's gonna run pretty much on the back wall. You know, like
And then a tub is gonna go right here. Yeah. So
no, this is gonna be
we're
closed
gonna
off.
close
You
that
don't
off.
have
So you'll only enter from the suite
Yeah.
for this side, and
Yeah.
then on the other side for the other bath.
For
There's
the
two
other-
bathrooms here, right?
Yeah.
Or it
Yeah.
will be.
Yeah.
First bedroom. That's
Big
pretty much
bedrooms.
with the double beds.
Yeah.
The first bedroom, that's pretty much gonna have the bunk beds, almost like a little family room.
I like these nice high
Yes, I
ceilings.
know. Like a lot of the ceilings were like that. This is the only piece that we are left to complete, but all
Oh,
the
okay.
ceilings we had to kind of do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
it's not
that's
easy.
pretty common. You see the exposed rebar rusting, and you have to stop the problem, and then
Completely.
stop the leak, and then put it back.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then again, the rooms are fairly decent size compared to what I've seen in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
They're not super tiny.
Right.
I mean, I would like bigger because you know Dallas, everything's bigger in Dallas. So for me, this is like my closet in Dallas.
Yeah,
You know,
this is-
so
yeah.
but
It's
people
even
be
smaller than our closet.
yeah, actually yeah.
Yeah. So.
So again, just gonna clean this paint. We've already done the painting. We're finishing up. We've done the electrical. Just have to install the fans, get the flooring done.
So where will the bathrooms be for these two rooms? Will
So-
they share one? Or?
Correct. They will be sharing this main bathroom. This was the only bathroom for the house. That's why we felt the need to add based on what we want to do from a tourism bed and breakfast.
Okay.
And then this is the other suite. This is the third bedroom, and this is the other bathroom that we added.
So this will have its own bathroom.
Correct.
1, 2, 3, 4. They share. You're not going to add a fourth bathroom.
Well, if we go up, when we're ready to go up, and I'm assuming based on the engineer, whatever the engineer is gonna come back with,
Yeah.
then we will probably try to have a bathroom for every single room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And eventually that's the plan. Maybe start, get some money going,
Yes.
have some cash flow,
Exactly.
then build up.
Yeah.
If you build up, you might even have ocean views. I don't know.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah,
Yes.
it does.
It's
We've already
very
looked
cool.
up,
We
yeah.
already looked up, yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
And that's what we felt like, that's what we felt, it was more value adding the bathrooms here to the front so that this can have its own. We add that other one, that can have its own, and we know we'll have that, those two bedrooms shared, but for now, it was like, that would be, that's a temporary sacrifice that makes sense. It's, yeah, it's feasible.
How much more time do you have before you think you'll finish up?
We are hoping 2 months, 2.5 tops.
Okay.
To be wrapped up.
And you're going to bring in some crews to help you.
And that's where the problem is. But we're pushing it. We're trying to get crews to come in and.
Have you talked to The new guy in Apex, I think his name is Juan
Yeah,
Carlos.
Adam was telling me about him earlier, so I'm gonna reach out because I think where we need the most of the help is really with that addition on the front.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a big
so,
job.
yeah, the others and some other plumbing work, but for the most part, definitely that's a priority in terms of getting
Yeah.
that done. So I'm
Hey
trying-
guys, we're always looking for contractors, so if you're watching the video, you know, leave in the
Yes.
comment that you're a contractor. Let's talk. Or better yet, join the Flip Flop Flipper community. It's free, links in the description.
Absolutely.
All right.
One idea I toyed with my husband in terms of the question you asked about additional bathroom. I toyed with him about let's convert this into a bathroom, and then make here the kitchen, just a long kitchen. The door there that would access is like that was one of the things I was
Yeah.
thinking. I felt like that would have added value, but we kind of went bouncing back and forth, and we're just like let's just leave it for the kitchen for now and get things going if we decide to change it. But
Yeah.
I think just having the kitchen run here.
I could see that vision too, but at some level you have to
Yeah.
you have to pick a direction and go,
Exactly,
right?
yeah. So that's why we're like, let's just keep it as is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, the goal is to continue with the outdoor living piece of it. We just had the power wash, so we can get plants, all the plants that we have here, planted, rooted. Yeah. The goal is to eventually have a pool.
A pool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right here.
I think that'll differentiate you a little
Absolutely,
bit.
yeah.
Do any of the neighbors have pools, or
No.
do you know? No.
Yes, the ones that the same house, the Disho house,
The
they did
Disho,
add a pool.
okay.
Yes, so definitely we think a pool would be a good addition at this point here. And you see it's a fairly decent sized backyard. It continues.
Yep.
We've done the electrical, updated the
Oh wow, you've done a
the
lot of
transfer
electrical
switch.
upgrades.
Yeah,
Look at that.
that was
Great.
crucial. Yeah,
Uh-huh. And then this is also yours.
correct. So
How
it's
do you get there?
right here?
Careful with
Yeah, so be careful with this.
Okay.
So we ran into some plumbing problems, as you can recognize if you look here. As we started adding
Oh,
the
yeah.
bathroom, the sewer pipes are
So you
not
gotta
the best.
pull all that out. You
Yeah.
gotta go with PVC.
So we've already changed the one from there to the new bathroom. So now we need to change from here
Yep.
to the rest of the house. We
Yep.
hired a guy who came in 1 or 2 days. Gave him like $100. He to dig the hole and everything, and he just never came back.
Oh jeez.
I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll figure it out the rest.
That's not uncommon, unfortunately. That's why we're always looking for good contractors.
So here,
This is the second property.
this is the second property.
One
but-
purchase or two
one
purchase? One purchase.
One purchase.
Okay.
So-
we'll go over numbers in a minute. but-
Yeah. So Taj wanted to make here the lounge sexy getaway with a jacuzzi
Okay.
and outdoor shower. But then she came up with another idea which I think was much better. Now what we're gonna do, I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to envision it from outside, but here is gonna be the shower. It's gonna be like an outdoor shower, but yet outdoor indoor.
Indoor, outdoor shower.
Yeah. So it's gonna be right here. So it's gonna be a very big shower
Okay.
because right here is the shower.
Yeah.
But I can explain it a little bit better once we get inside to kind
Okay.
of give you more visual.
So
Okay.
we've updated windows as you've seen here. And this is where you have a secondary access.
Got it.
View, which is closer to walk to the beach.
Yeah. What will you do here? Will you leave the vegetation or in between the two houses, or?
Yeah, because what we want to do with the vegetation would be we don't want to make it too sterile. We still want you to immerse yourself within the greenery, the flowers, and what we're planning to do is to actually introduce fruit trees in between the vegetation.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of like farm to table to an
Nice.
extent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got eggs already.
Yes.
Yeah, right. And then right here, we're gonna make this
Sliding gate.
a sliding gate.
Yeah.
So you have access. We're gonna have a gate into the sliding gate, and you can walk out if you don't have a car.
Yeah.
And then over on the main property, we're gonna build some steps outside, so you can step.
So
out
you
and
can
put
step
your-
out
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
go up the street
Exactly.
In the event that everyone is not
together.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great restaurants right there on the corner too.
Exactly,
The
yeah.
breakfast spot is here is
right.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The beach is the
Yeah.
best beach in San Juan, I
Yeah.
think.
I viewed it as pursuing. It's open. I viewed it as pursuing a dream of value that we didn't even know, had any idea there was a value, because we never really walked the streets or noticed the beach or knew much about Isla Verde. You've heard
Yeah.
about it when you came to visit, but not.
Right.
So thank God we continue to be persistent.
Yeah, thank goodness. You guys got a great deal. I mean, this is a project, right? It needs
Yeah.
a lot of work, but it's
It
going to be
does.
amazing.
It's like you said, we did the transfer switch here too, because Puerto Rico, which is electricity.
Yeah, for sure.
We did updates to the door, the windows, got all new electrical done.
Okay,
Yeah. Everything's kind of,
after you.
excuse the junk, but
So this is essentially, we call it the guest suite. But essentially what we thought when we were looking at this property is that we can fly down and stay here and do whatever
Still
with the
rent the
main
house.
house. Yeah.
Yeah.
We live in such a huge house and it's like, we don't need that much space. So we're like, we can come down here. We're not gonna be inside. We wanna be outside. We wanna enjoy the weather. We wanna enjoy, the food, the beaches. So we're like, oh, we can just live in this. So we started fixing this to our liking, and Taj has all the sketches and stuff because we sketch a lot of things. Right where you're standing was a wall. I'm sure you can
Oh, I
see.
can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we took that wall out.
to make it more open.
Yeah. We broke these out, put windows. They had like a small door, so we put like a much bigger door
Yep.
right there. And then
You've again got the nice high ceilings,
Yeah.
which is great.
Yeah.
we did all new electrical.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All new electrical. You can still see the
Yeah, you
plaster.
chipping hammered it out,
yeah.
and then you put it back.
Oh yeah,
Let me
we
tell you
did.
guys, it's not easy to
It-
chip behind
it-
the roof.
No,
That machine's really
Oh,
heavy. You
no.
get your arms. Look
it's a workout.
Yeah.
Oh
it
yeah.
is.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So don't mind the junk. We have a bunch of stuff
Yeah,
and
bring your camera and not have
Yeah.
the space to
Is
put it.
part of an Act 60 tourism decree for a bed and breakfast, someone's supposed to live on the property, so
Live
is
on
that
the
what
property.
your plan would be,
Yeah.
is maybe to live here,
yeah.
but maybe not always, and you could rent it out
Yes,
sometime?
Yeah.
exactly. 'Cause
Yeah.
We're hoping to eventually go
And
up.
go up.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you'll start here,
Yes.
Yeah.
rent that, and then as you go up,
Exactly.
then this could be rented out to other people, and
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
you'd
down
find
the
another
six-
spot to.
Exactly.
Ah, that makes sense,
Yes.
that
Yeah.
makes sense.
The bathroom, like I was saying earlier.
Small.
So
Uh-huh.
this is really small. I'm sure you can see it's small. So I'm a small person. I feel like
Let's see, do I fit?
not even the shower head fits.
No, I don't think I can do it.
Yeah. So the intention, what we intend to do is blow this out. So this is gonna be a doorway. And then like I was explaining earlier, outside is, well,
Indoor-outdoor shower.
Taj came up with a great idea, it's just gonna be an outdoor. So the sink and
Toilet.
the toilet is gonna be here, so you're gonna be set. And then you just have this big, massive outdoor shower with a glass roof. So you can still see the rain and everything else.
Okay.
So that's the intention.
That ought to be exciting.
Yeah. And then here, now this would be the bedroom.
That's a big bedroom.
Yeah.
This is,
So,
I'm surprised. This is like one of the
yeah.
bigger ones.
That's very,
Yeah.
very big, very nice.
Yeah.
Like you see where this was all windows, all aluminum windows, so we kind of downsized it a bit and just placed these two big glass windows to make it more easy and more accessible.
Yeah.
Into my functionality for the positions. So,
Even in Texas, this would be a big bedroom.
yeah.
Giant one.
But yeah, it'd be a good guest room.
Good
I still have more ideas because now she wants a glass door right here.
Okay,
So that she can put the jacuzzi and you can just go out and into the jacuzzi.
very nice.
Yeah.
The more of that stuff you do, it's our experience that
The value.
the kind of more, I would say experiential
Yeah.
that you make it,
Yeah.
the more your occupancy will just skyrocket. You'll be able to command a better nightly rate as well, but
Correct.
that occupancy is key, right?
Exactly.
In this, you want to have 75% occupancy, which in this area,
It's easy.
maybe you even want to have 85%, and
Yeah.
you can do that with the experiential
Yeah,
design.
because like I said, there's definitely a lot of short-term stays, and it's how do you differentiate yourself and create that experiential. I don't have the key for here, and then this is just an outdoor
So even
section.
out
So
here, is it locked?
my hands are done.
It's probably locked.
Yeah, that's
It's,
fine.
you know,
Okay.
So out here is gonna be a tub
Okay.
and an outdoor shower.
Yeah, so when you
Another
come,
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you come from the beach, you'll be able, once we go outside, we can show you right on the side. We're gonna put a
take a
door
shower
there.
there.
You can just walk in, you can take a shower, and then there's be a tub.
Like a hot tub or a bathtub?
Just a bathtub.
Bathtub.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you take baths.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Where'd you get the antiquish type?
we
So,
collect
uh,
and
uh,
restore
uh,
stuff
we restore.
also.
You do?
Yeah,
My
we have
wife
a
does the
passion- yeah,
same.
we have a passion for that, so we wanted to create, like you said, that whole different, everything to sterile, like straight lines, and I'm like, I just want it to look different.
Yeah.
It's a whole different experience. So we
Okay.
collect stuff. I love to bargain, even
You
with
love to
contractors. Yeah, like give me a contractor, and I could guarantee I could get his price down. Like that's my passion. I enjoy that stuff. And that's about it. So the goal is really, like you said, just to create that outdoor experience, not just be stuck inside and just create that
So you have
farm.
a swimming pool here
Yeah.
for both places.
That's what we're
One
thinking.
will be here and one will be over there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And I got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Well,
Almost like a
I see the
splash
vision
pool.
for it, guys.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Let's talk about the numbers. How much did you buy the property for? And it's quite a big property, two
Yeah.
buildings, in an A+ area.
Yeah.
Why don't you walk us through that? What did it
So-
cost to get this place?
So it's 250. Well, let's say 253, including the closing costs.
Right?
That's the attorneys. They do it a little bit different here. You just pay one attorney, and the attorney deals with whatever. It's a little bit different than the mainland. So we had an attorney that we work with, and he was like, "Yeah, I can deal with it. I'll make sure all the paperwork, everything is intact and whatever." So it was like, "Okay, cool, work with it." And he did that. So it was 250 to 253, including the closing costs.
Renovation, we're about roughly what? We're about 50,
About 50.
60.
What do
Yeah,
you
about-
think you'll be all in with the renovation by the time you're done?
So even in the renovation costs, we actually add in, even though it was a cash purchase, we actually add in carrying costs because it's not generating. So we're charging for what our money could have made.
Yep.
So we're thinking maybe 320, like
No more than
maybe
350 for
yeah,
sure, yeah.
325,
Okay.
350.
the-
So 100 grand to renovate it
Yeah.
ish.
Yeah.
You guys also, if you're doing Act 60, you get the first year operation costs. So the
Okay.
management costs, and this is a big one, and this is one
The
that
marketing, I'm curious
marketing.
about.
So
Yeah.
the big one is marketing, and
Yeah.
we failed the first few that we did to really market properly
Yeah.
up front. Like heading into a launch,
Yeah.
spend some money because
Yeah.
you're going to get 40% of it back,
Yeah.
and you can really
Yeah. I
sort
learned
of
about that from
kickstart
you, yeah.
the
Yeah.
nightly rate and the occupancy rate.
Yeah, I heard
and
you
drive
said that
time.
a few times. I'm like, oh,
definitely,
so
yeah.
even so, we started our own social media page just for this property.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we actually did that, and it was like, okay, we need to start marketing it. And shameless plug, it's at Hide by Me with a Y.
Not a shameless plug. Tell
HYDE.
everybody.
It's at Hide by Me. HYDEBYME. At Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything.
And you're regularly posting updates on the construction and the process?
We've been doing a really bad job. We've been so
Yeah.
focused on just being into what we're doing. As you can see, how we look, we were like Paul washing and doing a bunch of other stuff. So we've been doing a really bad job, but we're committed going forward to really start posting a lot of this stuff because
Good.
it's like we're doing it. So it's like no one's here taking a video or picture of us, and once we're finished, we're like, sure, we need to take a before picture of how that looks.
You
know,
do.
the little things
Yeah.
you just kind of just
Yeah.
forget about, not even thinking because you just focus on just getting that particular task completed. But we're definitely focused on doing more of that because, we just do it because we love it too, not just
Yeah.
because it's our project. It's just something we love. We've been in project management for years, whether it's on our own projects in the U.S. or just from companies' employment. It's
Okay.
just something we do and something we love, especially hospitality piece of it. So we definitely don't even focus on capturing the stuff that's
Yeah.
needed for social media. So like we,
So you guys go give them a follow. Hide by
Yeah.
Me on Instagram and
Definitely.
Facebook
Twitter,
and Twitter.
yeah.
TikTok, everything.
Follow them for progress.
Yeah, so we'll start
Yeah.
posting. Definitely, we'll keep you posted because there's a lot, and there's a lot we've done on our own. There's a lot of tips and tricks we can certainly share, especially when working with, like Robert said all the time, the contractors. You
contractors.
definitely have to micromanage, and you definitely have to know, like, even though they're supposed to be expertise in particular fields, whether that may be a plumber or a builder or anything, you just have to be very particular with what you're telling them. Like, not you have to tell them A to J, and literally spell it out because you'll think you'll think they'll know certain things. I'm like, as a plumber, I'm like, you put that in. Why wouldn't you see that this needs to be in the wall? Like it cannot be out the wall. It's like, but you didn't
And
tell me
then
that.
you being here on site, you can see that happening in real
Exactly.
time and
And
say, no,
stop
no,
it.
no,
Yeah, yeah,
that's not
no,
going
no,
to
no,
work.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
that's
they try to work tricks on you sometimes, try to cover the plumbing work or something quickly. I'm like, no, 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 no. You take that what?
we've
Take,
seen that
yeah,
too.
see, let's take that dirt back up. I need to see what you did, how you connected. Where's the T? Where's the clean out? Like, what is like, what do you need? I'm like, of course you need a clean out. Like, I think
Yeah.
they're thinking things that a normal person wouldn't pick up,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it's been quite an experience, and I think certainly people who are considering moving here or investing in here is like you say it all the time. It's best to be hands on deck and or
Yeah.
have someone who's hands on deck because we even like from this
Mm.
experience and what we experienced, we're totally
Yeah.
looking to even help others in managing their property and so forth because we've definitely
Yeah, I mean, certainly renovations are a challenge
yeah
no matter where you are in the
yeah
world.
Yeah.
But if you try to manage a renovation from
From
afar,
far.
yeah
Yeah.
it's just way more challenging.
it
Yeah.
is
So
yeah absolutely.
so go ahead and tell us again the numbers. What is your all-in budget, purchase and renovations, and what are you expecting to have as that bucket that you're going to get 40% tax credits on through Act 60?
Sure. So, like you said, we purchased this around 250 asking price. We're closing everything. We're in more closer to three. And based on what we've already done from a renovation perspective, we put in close to 100. So all in right now, we're about roughly around 300-ish right now. I'm just kind of waiting on a quote for that addition to really get an idea of what that number would be. So right now we're in three. We're thinking all in will be around 310, 310, 315 with the numbers. For this particular area and based on the amenities that we're trying to put here, we think we could kind of go a bit for a premium product and we're targeting around closer to 199 per night. In the higher ones, it can even be more based on everything
Yep.
that we're doing. Our first year marketed, we started playing around with those numbers. Essentially, we're hoping to. I don't even think I really have definitive numbers at this time for marketing because we've been like so focused on. Yeah, we're hoping to be like maybe what 10, maybe like 10, 20K in
But it's gonna
marketing.
be a little bit higher than that because this area,
Demands that.
because of the amount of competition in the area, we definitely would want to
Push that.
showcase
What makes our
the
property so
the
different.
uniqueness of
Yeah.
our property. But offhand, we were thinking maybe 20, but I'm thinking maybe 40, between 40 and 50, because we really want to go in terms of showcasing the premium product, and not only the product, but how we're going to help you to immerse yourself in the culture and still enjoy the city with, I want to say, maybe a hillside kind of environment.
Yeah, so have you guys thought about how to market it leading into it? And maybe I have some tips that we sort of missed on when we were first getting into the hospitality space, but have you thought about Facebook and Instagram and all of the different platforms and using them to push? They'll push it out for you. It costs a lot though.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but I think there's a way for you to get 40% of that back. So you can do that early on, and you'll want to get away from those once you've kind of got a name for yourself.
Yeah. So that's why we kind of started the at Hide by Me, because we wanted to actually brand and build the brand, even though we have intentions of using social media as a marketing plan.
Yep.
We still want to utilize all the short-term rental platforms to put us out there. With that, we're also looking at, once we start getting customers, how could we utilize the customers? What tips and tricks, what perks can we give our customers to spread word of mouth? So we're also kind of focusing on that in an aspect. And even though we haven't really updated the Facebook and the Instagram and all those social media platforms with our progress, we do from time to time take videos or pictures
Okay.
because sometimes we are wowed with the outcome.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we would like take pictures or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
but to your
we're
point, we
definitely looking
certainly,
at that.
but yeah, like to your point, we certainly are doing all those other spots, like not just Airbnb, but essentially Booking.com,
Yeah.
all those different avenues to generate a buzz and to market on those different platforms. Because I know it's just been Airbnb, and a lot now has changed. Virgo, is it Virgo?
Verbo. Yeah.
Verbo, and all those different platforms. Yeah.
I
We-
know there's a local one. I think it's
Join.
or
Yeah.
something
Oh
like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Join's great. They
Yeah.
they put you all over Facebook,
Yeah.
and we've seen that be successful. Also, once you're closer to finished or when you're finished, maybe a social influencer come in and let
Yeah.
them stay. One other thing we've done recently on the 610 Miramar, it's our bed and breakfast. We threw a party
Yeah.
at the property
Yeah.
and invited people who were going to do weddings and things like that.
Yeah.
And that, I don't know what, I think it did give us a little bit of buzz. I don't know how much that drove people to come and stay, but I suspect that over time, we eventually will have someone who will come back and
Yes.
host a wedding at our property.
That's a good
So
idea.
I thought that was something that was worthwhile, and we'll use that moving forward on any of our projects. And also, yeah, once you're up and running, bringing in those social media influencers.
Yeah.
And we've had success with that. So we can see directly from that. Like, so we'll have the influencer come, and then immediately, like over the next month, that will have an instant return. So we're going to continue to do more of that. This is an easy place to invite people to come because
Yeah.
it's San Juan, Puerto
Yeah.
Rico, it's the beach. So yeah.
Okay,
So
awesome. Thank
even
you.
us looking at the this area and the property, we always thought about throwing a party because she's always like, oh, let's just throw a party. Let's just
Sip and
invite
paint,
everyone, sip
something,
and
yeah.
paint, do
Yeah.
like something.
Right.
And so you can get that exposure, and people is like nowadays everyone's on their phone, so everything is on social media. So if we have that, that's a part of the marketing plan that we're actually thinking at first. And the wedding aspect of it, I'm glad you said that because we always said, oh well, the bride can stay here and the groom or
party.
even her bridesmaids can be right there.
Right.
Because usually you separate the groom and the bride
Right.
before the wedding night.
Yeah.
Or the night before the wedding. So I was like, well, we have the rooms.
Yeah.
And so we can use that as a marketing tool as well. So I'm glad you said that, and thank you for sharing all those marketing
thank
tips
you.
and tricks.
I got another one. We could also like host a live event with the Apex group or something.
Oh yeah.
We'll invite them to come and see your place when you're doing, like a
Yeah.
pre-opening.
Yeah, that's a good
perfect.
idea.
So guys, I'll recap real quick. What I heard you saying is that it sounds like you're going to have an all-in budget of around 400,000. Maybe we push it up with these parties that we're talking about having. Which again, you get 40% back. So $450,000. Multiply that times 40% that you can get in tranches over the next few years. So that's what, $160,000 back off of your all-in budget.
It's not bad
You're
at
going to
all.
end up having $240,000 in this place, something like that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that we're leaving something off because you're always forgetting something.
Yeah.
But you, for instance, when you're having the party, you can buy tables and chairs and stuff to celebrate with, and you get 40% on all of that. So, and that first year's operational budget is really big as well because you have to have people coming to clean, and it's expensive. It's
It
one of
is.
the biggest expenses that people don't think about because
When
you're thinking you're going to do it all yourself,
Yeah.
and it's hard.
Oh no,
It's hard.
No. Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We've heard you. We've heard you.
Yeah.
We've listened.
So how many houses on the street now are being used for short-term rentals? How many neighbors are living here full time? Do you know?
Honestly, majority of the street is pretty much short term.
The majority of the street
yeah.
is?
Yeah.
There are some owners that are living here too, but as you can see, it's either like a two-family, they're living in a portion of it,
Yep.
and they're doing short term, and you could even like go on Airbnb and just pull up the street just to get visibility.
I know it will be unpopular with some in the comments because they'll be saying, oh, we don't need any more Airbnbs. But this area really would be very expensive to live here too if
Yeah.
you were just doing long-term rents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A house
Yeah.
like this would be renting for 4 or 5,000 a month. That's
Yeah.
very expensive as well.
Yeah. They do have a few, one or two long term in the street as well as the other street.
And you
This
have the
one's
hotel
only doing
down
some.
that other street. This
Yep,
one what?
this one's doing some renovation right now, as you can see.
Yeah.
I think it was recently sold. It was actually for over 800
No, it was
or
1.3.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
It
Wow.
was- Yeah.
Someone
That seems like quite
yeah,
expensive.
It's always booked. It's
Holy cow,
literally
really?
always constant. I'm sure it has like, I don't know. I don't know for sure, but it definitely has a very high occupancy. So as you can see, they're doing lots of renovation there. Like majority of the street now is like totally being
Yeah.
upgraded. This was an old crappy looking house, and even though no one looks like it's living in there, it's still well kept.
Yeah. Are they renting that one or is it vacant?
We've been
It looks
trying to find
vacant.
out for the longest
Yeah, it
while.
looks
It's been
vacant.
vacant for years.
Ironically,
This was the
this-
Deschaux house that
this
you
was the
first
one-
wanted to buy, and it
Yep.
didn't look anything like this.
Nope.
Something like that.
Nothing.
It looked more like this, right? I mean, it
Yep.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what it was on Deschaux? What was the asking price?
250.
250, and they bought it for a little bit more.
Probably
Yep.
a little bit more because it went off the market within hours.
They
Yep.
did a tremendous job.
They did a really
Excellent
good
They
job.
put up a picture
You want to see?
and boom, it looked just like the image that the 3D image.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
nice,
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah.
It's nice to invest on a street where other people are also
Yeah.
investing. So
They did a whole lot of work. There's a pool in the back. There's a swimming pool in the back and all that stuff.
yep.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And then they're renovating this one. So that
Yes. This
last
one-
time I was here, that was still just a ugly shell.
Yeah, this was like two properties. We try to get this one too
This one also.
And they've been working on this off and on
years.
for a long time,
for
I
a
think.
long time.
Yeah, for a long time.
As you can see, they also have a pool in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the ones on this side started to invest in pools.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that you're right. Most of this street and this next street over, they're going to end up being
Yeah.
Yeah.
small guest house or just bed and breakfast or
Yeah.
even Airbnbs.
'Cause
Yeah.
this one is an Airbnb.
Yeah,
This one?
This one, yep.
Yeah.
They did a really nice job with that
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, and this is already active.
And then you have this right here, Aquabella, which is a guest house.
What is it called?
Aquabella.
Acapella.
Aqua.
Aguapella. Acapella. Agua Bella.
Yeah. This is a guest
Agua
house.
Bella. Agua Bella.
So this is a guest house. The one
That
over-
man,
Yeah.
your street is incredible. They're
Yeah.
doing some really great
A lot.
renovations on this street,
Lots
aren't
of
they?
renovations, yeah.
I've been coming down these streets and driving them up and down and thinking I'd like to buy something for I'd say 7 years.
Really?
Like
Yeah, we've
even before I knew that I would do the hospitality stuff,
yeah.
I recognized that this would be a great place to do
Yeah.
it. You know,
The beach is really amazing right here. Like it's
Yeah.
amazing compared to some of the other beaches around.
It's great, big, wide, sandy
Yeah.
beach. You get the kite surfers out
Yeah.
there. It's a lot of fun. It's a great beach. The restaurants here
Oh,
are
yeah.
phenomenal as well.
bars
The bars, the nightlife, the fun. Yeah, it's a great place to be.
It is.
and easy access.
All right, so guys, thank you for showing me the neighborhood and showing me your project. I can't wait to have a party with our Apex group at your place when you're finished with it. For those of you that aren't in Apex, what are you waiting on? We're doing deals there, guys. Apex is our premium group where we network together, we do deals together, we learn together. Every week we teach a master class there. So links in the description. I think it's a $97 a month investment. Well worth the money. Is well worth the money? You guys love Apex?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.